Hey guys,
My nose might have been scratching in that thumbnail.
I was kind of giggling because Aaron made a rhyme just before we started.
I don't even remember what it was.
Wee. 63. I asked her what episode number it was. I said, is this 63? She said, wee, 63.
As in yes, not like wee.
I got it.
Okay.
Not like wee either.
Good start.
It's late again.
Always. In fact, it's yesterday really late, so very fresh.
I don't know what yesterday really late means. Oh, the day before it comes out.
Yeah. Last night, Sunday night, at 8:51 is when we're recording.
Yeah, sometimes we're busy. Okay? But we're making it happen for you guys.
Next week's going to be like in the car from the beach.
Oh, it totally will be. We should do multiples.
Okay.
We'll have a long drive. Are you driving?
I don't know.
I am. So you shouldn't.
Okay, anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. So last week, Aaron guessed my whatever we talked about correctly.
Mario Kart level
Oh my gosh.
update.
You guys. So when we got off, we tried to see if we could buy the game, the TwiNSYNC game for Game Boy.
Yeah, and we did.
We did, except I went and I had my mother-in-law had a Game Boy and I was like, we're going to buy it. And I pulled it up and it's for Game Boy Color only, which is dumb.
Dumb.
But we found somebody who had a Game Boy Color. So Aaron ordered it and we're so going to play.
It shipped already.
Oh, I cannot wait. That's what we should do in the car on the way home from the beach.
Okay.
Okay, did you take the quiz? You did not.
I did. And as I was taking it, okay, so if you don't know what we're talking about, Kelsey posted a quiz on the Instagram to find out what character you are from Mario World. And I was taking it, and as I'm taking it, I'm like, are we in a different quiz? Like, did we take a movie character, like romantic comedy character test? They were deep questions.
It was also very long.
It was very long. I was like, I think I clicked the wrong thing. And then it eventually told me.
Who were you?
Mario.
I was Mario too. I wonder if everyone's Mario. Okay, so my kids wanted to take the quiz. And so I was going to pull it up and they just were like, there's so many ads. I don't know what to do. So we found a different one for them to take. So I apologize for the quiz that I chose. I did a couple of them, but they were like really short. So then I found that one. Anyway, my kids were Luigi.
Which kid?
Graham and Tucker were both Luigi.
Okay.
And Annie was not Princess Peach, Princess Daisy. And it was like the perfect description of it. It was like sweet and saucy and all these things. And I was like, yes. And then Greg got Bowser.
Oh.
He was not thrilled.
Were you Mario again?
I didn't take it again.
Oh.
I just went with my original.
What's your girl's name?
Oh, yeah, Rosalina. We also learned that Rosalina did not come about till like 2002. And so it was not for Mario Kart 64.
No. 2002, way after that.
Oh, well, whatever. She wasn't available.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter when. She became my character later.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are 6-6.
6-6.
And this week we are talking about our top 5 favorite book to movie adaptations.
Yeah, this was kind of fun.
It was fun, and I think I found some that I didn't realize were books and then movies.
Me too.
So that was exciting. But while there is a very large list to choose from, I personally only selected ones of those that I read the book and watched the movie.
Yeah, me too. I have an honorable mentions list and a list of things that I haven't read the book, but I liked the movie.
Yes, me too. Because there are several of movies where I'm like, I love that movie, but I've never read the book, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So this should be fun, but I'm curious about your number one.
Ha ha.
Okay, I think I have to guess number one this week. You went first last time. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to guess a Harry Potter. Do I need to specify?
You sure do. Did you specify in your answer? So
Yes, I did.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to choose Harry Potter 6, which is Half-Blood Prince.
Okay. I'm going to pick Harry Potter 3, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay. We shall see.
We shall see. Also, I'm using my phone again because if you're watching, you see we're sharing the mic, the little mic. So we're sharing a computer so she can't look at my screen again.
Right. And she can't reference her computer. So,
Right. So I have to look at my phone.
okay.
So I'm not multitasking.
Okay. You give us the history.
Okay. My history sucks, but I'm going to do it anyway. Actually, this is interesting. This goes way back because essentially some of the first movies ever were adaptations because filmmaking came right after like reading. Reading was the pastime, right? And so when it became filmmaking, they started with, well, let's turn these stories that people know into movies. So it was really early on. So the first one that is cited is 1899, which was the first adaptation of Cinderella. And it was like 6 minutes long. It was a silent movie. But a man named George Méliès, he was French, he created it. And he was a magician, and he used like first special effects.
That's super cool.
I know. That was pretty cool. So that was pretty much the first one, and it continued from there. Those were just the stories people knew, and so they turned them into movies. So it was fun. And then, of course, you get to like the 1930s and 1940s, and they realized they could get commercial success with popular books from movies like The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind. So that's my history.
Fun. I mean, that's it. That's what a history is. Okay, bless you. Okay, so bless you. And bless you. As far as our history goes, we like to read. And, we like to watch movies. So,
yeah. And some of these will be like book club books. So we did one time an episode on our Reese's top.
Reese, like Witherspoon.
Reese, what is it? She has a top. What is
Reese's Book Club.
Yes, top 5 Reese's book club books. And that's when we told you about our book clubs. And so a lot of these came from book club.
Yes, and a lot of them also were made, but maybe not be on our list. From book club.
Like Where the Crawdads Sing.
Yeah, but you didn't like that book either.
Didn't like the book or the movie.
Yeah.
In fact, I found this article that came from like some book publisher website or something that was like, here's our top whatever book to movie adaptations. And they were all ones that I was like, these are not good.
That's silly.
Where the Crawdads Sing was number 1. Like, okay, who made this list?
That is pretty bad. You also have to think, like, just because you love a book doesn't mean you're going to love the movie. And, vice versa if you see the movie first and then you read the book. But anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so.
I go first.
You go first.
Okay. Let's see here. Scrolling down, I have lots of things to say.
Oh, good.
I'm British. Yesterday, side note, if you can see my shirt, this is my Not Our Dino shirt. I went to Disney World yesterday, and we were around the world, and we went to this new, what do you call that thing?
Lounge.
A lounge, and it's called Geo 82, and it's at the ball, at Epcot, in the back of the ball, and it was cool, but our server was British. And I was like, we're going to talk British? So we talked British a little bit. It was fun. Anyway.
Did you talk British to your server?
No.
That's a missed opportunity.
He told me that I was trouble. So we were having a good time with him. His name is Nick. Shout out.
I'm sure he's listening. Did you tell him about our podcast?
I did not.
He just knows because it's in the Disney podcast world.
Yeah. I'm sure he spends all his free time doing Disney things while he works there.
Listen, this is a non-Disney episode, so maybe he just skips our Disney episode.
There was another guy that worked there that told me I was extra. But he said, in a good way.
You know what? I might describe you as the same way. In a good way.
Okay, I'm sorry, tangent. We went to the Canada cart of merchandise, okay? So just a tiny little cart. And I was buying the Canada ears. I don't know what I did or said that was extra, but I was like, are you going to cut my tag off of the ears? And then I was like, do you cut the thing off too? He's like, I don't know. Are you supposed to cut the thing off? I'm like, I don't know. You work here. Like, what do people do? And then he said something like, you could keep it on. You're extra. And I was like, okay. He was like, in a good way. Like, okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
And then we watched the Canada Far and Wide video, which, by the way, is narrated by, do you know?
Martin Short.
No.
It used to be.
I thought Martin Short was the Body Wars one.
No. Canada Far and Wide.
Yeah, it's not him. It is Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara.
Well, that's fantastic.
It was so good.
Now I need to re-go watch Canada Far and Wide.
And there's a song at the end, and it's like, Canada.
Do they sing it?
No.
Too bad. Again, missed opportunity.
Yeah. But anyway, we went and watched Canada Far and Wide, and then we went into the real gift shop, and the cashier guy was now in the real gift shop, and I was like, oh, hello again. Anyway.
Did you speak French to him?
No.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry, tangent. Okay, back to this. All right, number 5. My number 5 is Hunger Games.
Ooh, bum. Now, did you select a specific Hunger Games?
I sort of did the first one. That one's just called Hunger Games, right?
Don't know.
Okay, I think it is.
Okay.
All right. So I wrote, the book came out in 2008, written by Suzanne Collins. There were 3 books originally. Now there's at least 1 or maybe 2 more that were like future or extra past. I don't know. I never read them. And I honestly don't even know if there's a movie. Is there a movie?
Yes.
Of the new one?
Yes.
Great.
I
don't know. Okay. So anyway, the book came out in 2008. The first movie came out in 2012. It's obviously starring Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, Stanley Tucci, Elizabeth Banks, Woody Harrelson. Also Suzanne Collins, who wrote the book, helped write the movie, or at least she's cited as one of the writers. So Hunger Games is about Katniss Everdeen voluntarily takes her younger sister's place in the Hunger Games, a televised competition in which 2 teenagers from each of the 12 districts of Panem are chosen at random to fight to the death. Okay, so if you haven't read or seen Hunger Games, it's like a future world, and there's different districts where people live, and they like completely stay separate from one another. So they're from like, I don't even remember, y'all, it's been a really long time, but like the hunting district and the whatever else district and whatever. And so they randomly pick children every year to like go off to this Hunger Games thing, and then they murder each other until one survives. Children. Mm-hmm. She's supposed to be 16, but you can be from anywhere from like 12 to 17 or something. And they make it to where these kids are like treated, quote unquote, really well leading up to it. So they go on like a tour across, and they wear these fancy dresses, and they like treat them all nice, but then they're gonna all die.
Cool.
So it's
except for one.
So it's kind of a crazy story, but the reasons I wrote that I like this, it was my favorite of that genre of book. So we were adults when this came out, but it's a teenager kind of book series, but we still read them. And out of all because that was when all those apocalyptic, like,
yes, The Maze Runner, remember that one? Hey, that's another book.
That was an
adaptation.
That was a book club book also that I didn't read, but anyway, I didn't read it, but I worked at Scholastic at the time, so I had it.
The Maze Runner.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, lots of tangents today. So anyway, out of all those, there were a ton of them. It was my favorite one, and so I really liked it. And then also, of course, it's teenagers tropes, even though it's still they're going to kill each other. It's like the which boy is she going to choose? The boy that she's loved all of her life, or the new boy who she has to make this connection with because they're both trying to kill each other.
And then is it a real connection or is it a connection just to stay alive?
Yes. So Team PETA or Team Gale. And
Which are you?
I was going to tell you.
Oh.
So Gale is Liam Hemsworth, and PETA is Josh Hutcherson. And I was going to say in that scenario, I'm typically Team Gale because he's the one that she like loved forever. But then I remember Dawson and Pacey, and he was also the forever, and I was definitely not Team Dawson. But maybe that's because of Joshua Jackson.
So are you Team Gale?
No, I'm Team PETA. Oh. I think in the end. Like, I'm glad, spoiler alert, she ends up with PETA after all the books. And I think reading them, I was kind of back and forth, but I was Team PETA in the end.
So, I never read The Hunger Games.
What?
It is true. I did not read the Hunger Games series.
Oh, you need to go read them.
Well, I remember when everyone was reading them, and then the movie came out, and I was like, why do I want to read about children, like people killing children? And I felt the same way about seeing the movies, but I did see them, and they were good, but I don't love the concept, so I never read them. But I think I'm Team Gale because I felt like they had more chemistry, like actually in the movie.
Well, and he's Liam Neeson. Liam Hemsworth. He's way cuter than Josh Hutcherson. But yeah, they definitely had more chemistry. But also, as they go through the books, they grow up a little bit and they kind of grow apart in like what they're fighting for, sort of. So anyway, okay. And then also Jennifer Lawrence. She's so good.
What a gem.
I know. Okay, so I was reading about her.
I was just going to say that this is like before we knew who she was. Like this was the intro for me.
Yeah, and for most people, she was in Winter's Bone or something in 2010, and she was like Oscar nominated for that movie, I think, or it was an Oscar movie, but she was young. And then this was the next movie. This was 2012. She was supposed to be 16, but she was 22 in real life, which apparently she got some crap for. Whatever. And then the same year she did this movie, she did Silver Linings Playbook, which is crazy.
The same year?
Yeah, 2012.
What about X-Men?
X-Men was around the same time too. Okay. I actually think there might have been an X-Men before, like maybe one before Hunger Games or something. So like some people knew who she was, but you know when you get into these like teenager series, there's nothing like that kind of boosts you. So anyway, I read that she underwent physical training for this movie because she's supposed to be like fighting to the death, and she refused to lose weight for the role because she wanted a healthy and strong image for Katniss instead of like skinny. I mean, she's skinny, but she's buff, so that was cool. And then I also read that this movie really skyrocketed her career, and she like reflected on that later of like it was kind of sucky because it took away some of her personal stuff, and she was only 22. Because she still felt like a normal person, but she couldn't like do normal things. But she also was like, but I don't want to do anything else than be an actress, so it was okay.
I would like to say that in this movie, she has brown hair, but in real life, she has blonde. Mm-hmm. But because this was my intro to her, I don't think she has blonde hair. So when I see her with blonde hair, I'm like, what is she doing? She has brown hair.
That's funny. I agree with that. Okay, and then just a couple things. I wrote some of the differences from the books and the movies. One, the book is told from Katniss's perspective, and the movie is just like a third-person point of view. And I actually really liked this. It's helpful for the movie because it kind of creates more of the world view, and you can understand what other people are feeling. Whereas in the book, it was just all Katniss. And then also in the book, it seems like Katniss has. In the book, she has more of a relationship with, to your point, with PETA to make sure that she survives. But in the movie, they make it a little bit more of a romance, I think. So that was interesting. And then the other thing is they added a lot more to like the world and the different districts in the movie. Again, because it's from Katniss's perspective in the book, but it also set it up better for the following movies. So that's what I got.
Great. Well, that's not going to be on my list because I didn't read them.
Who
I know. I did. Okay, so my number 5 was a book club book. It is. What's your guess?
I don't want to tell you.
Okay. Don't look at my computer.
I just mouthed it to the camera.
It's Gone Girl.
That's what I said.
Good job.
That's my number 4.
Oh, great. We can do this together. Okay, so Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Book was written in 2012, movie 2014. So a really quick turnaround.
Most of them are, I've noticed.
It's pretty interesting. Like the newer ones are like, as soon as they know it's a huge hit, somebody immediately buys it and then they make it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought this, I thought it was cool. Gillian Flynn also wrote the first draft of the screenplay at least. So that's good. And I remember we read this book. We were going to Iowa for something in 2012, apparently. It might have been 13, but
It was before the movie.
definitely before we knew it was going to be a movie. I feel like it was new. And we had to drive to Iowa, like, how many hours?
14?
Something like that. So we were passengers. And I remember reading the whole way there. And I think I just read the book on the way there and finished it. Because it was so good and I didn't want to put it down.
It was really good.
Yeah, so I loved the book. And then I thought that the movie was done really well. I have only seen it one time. So, and that was in 2014. So that's over 10 years ago. But I just remember thinking it was pretty similar to the book. And it's nice when it's that quick of a turnaround because you can still picture everything and remember everything. And that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here's just some stuff about it. Here's a synopsis if you haven't seen it or read it. On the occasion of his 5th wedding anniversary, Nick Dunn reports that his wife Amy has gone missing. Under pressure from the police and a growing media frenzy, Nick's portrait of a blissful union begins to crumble. Soon his lies, deceits, and strange behavior have everyone asking the same dark question. Did Nick Dunn kill his wife? So, Nick Dunn is played by Ben Affleck, and Amy, his wife, is played by Rosamund Pike. This book is a crazy lady book, and I love crazy lady books.
I think it's like the crazy lady book that now it's like any crazy lady book is like, oh, like Gone Girl. Like it was the one that kind of made it mainstream about crazy lady. I'm sure there were a million before that, but this is the one that's always like, ooh, like Gone Girl. It's like,
This crazy lady is so crazy. So,
yeah, this book is insane.
it's so fun because all along the way you're like, who to believe, and because it's a lot of Amy's journal entries.
And then it gets halfway through the book and you're like, oh.
It's kind of like
Okay.
Verity. If you guys have read Verity,
Also
by
by her, right?
no, Colleen Hoover.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another kind of crazy lady book where you're trying to figure out who's the crazy lady.
But in that book, you never really know.
Kind of. It leaves it open-ended. But that is also becoming a movie, so we'll see what the movie decides. Anyway, that was actually a fun, side note, book club read because people interpreted it differently.
I read it, but not in book club. I wasn't in the book club yet when you read that one.
That's funny. Okay, anyway, a couple of facts about this movie. Originally, Reese Witherspoon bought the rights, and she was going to play the role of Amy, but then she decided that she wasn't it.
She's too nice.
Yeah, so she bowed out, which I think is nice. Okay, here's some just fun facts. The bar, which is a restaurant in the movie, became a functional bar and restaurant for a couple years, but it's not there anymore. Okay, so Ben Affleck took the role of Batman during the filming of this movie. And so if you watch it, you might notice that his build changes throughout the movie. And like they don't shoot a movie in a row, so his build changes because sometimes he's being Superman. I mean, Batman.
I would like to now I watch that knowing that. That's hilarious.
I know, me too. Okay, this is delightful. So Ben Affleck is in this movie. Also, Tyler Perry is in this movie.
Oh, yeah. He's like the news guy, right?
I don't remember.
Someone in the town at the hotel during all the, anyway,
Media.
investigation stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a cop. I don't know. I don't remember.
So apparently during like in between scenes and shooting scenes and whatever, Ben was constantly singing 80s songs. And so Tyler Perry decided to make it a game, and he would just like start singing 80s songs. And he said that Ben Affleck would always know all the words and finish it, even to like show tunes.
That's funny.
I know. Okay, so there was a scene where when he was playing Nick, he was supposed to wear a Yankees hat, and he's a diehard Red Sox fan, so he refused.
Appreciate
The loyalty, right?
Yeah.
And so they compromised, and he wore a Mets hat.
That's hilarious.
I know. Okay, so those were all of my fun facts about it. What do you have to add?
I don't have fun facts. Do you want me to tell you other things?
Definitely.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have to say? Why I like it. While reading the book, it was just so many twists and turns, and that is so exciting, and you just never know what's real, and it's intriguing till the end. And I was like, I don't remember what the end was, so I looked it up, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. And that's what I wrote. And then differences in the book. I looked up differences in the book and the movie. And one is in the book, Nick's dad is like a pretty big character, and they actually suspect him for a while because he's like pretty like abusive, I think, and they like flashback a lot in the book and talk about how he's violent and just like abrasive and stuff. And it helps you to understand why Nick's kind of an a-hole too. But he's only in like one scene of the movie, and he's not the part at all. And same with her parents. Her parents have a bigger role in the book, and she's like an only child, but her mom had all these miscarriages, and they named the baby Hope every time, and then they would lose the baby. And anyway, so that like helped you understand her a little bit more too, and they weren't really much of the story either in the movie. So that's really all I have. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris plays her boyfriend that she murders.
Oh, yeah, so gross.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, she's so crazy.
She's crazy. Ooh. Anyway, it's good.
It is good.
Okay.
Good choice.
What's your number 4?
All right, my number 4 is The Babysitter's Club.
Wow. Didn't think of that one.
I did. Okay.
On your own or after some research?
No, I came up with it on my own.
Nice.
Okay. So the original Babysitter's Club book.
Babysitters Club. Say hello to your friends.
Babysitter's Club. Yeah.
Say hello to the people who care.
I forgot. Wow, you just like brought that back. Okay. The first book was written in 1986. That's when we were born.
And Emma Martin.
Anne M. Martin, yes. So she is the author of the books, asterisk, most of the books.
Till now?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay. The movie came out in 1995. So it starred a bunch of people, but I wrote on here Rachel Lee Cook and Larissa Olenek. Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weirdly talk about her a lot.
I know. Really weird. But these two are like big ones that became famous, so I added them. Side note, this was both of their first movie roles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, so if you don't know what Babysitter's Club is about, it's about 7 junior high school girls that organize a daycare camp for children while at the same time experiencing adolescent growing pains.
They're in middle school?
Yes. But the characters range in age from 11 to 13. That's what their characters range. I know, 11.
That means the girl that goes on the date on the hike is 13?
Yeah. 13 is 8th grade.
She pretends to be 16.
Oh, I forgot about that
Remember?
part. Yeah.
But still, and that guy's like, 13?
I forgot. And she has diabetes.
Diabetes.
That's when we referenced that in this. Oh, forgot to say, featuring Colleen Camp. She's her mom. Yes. She's also in Clue, the movie. We had a whole episode about that movie. Okay, so anyway, speaking of their ages, the actresses ranged in age from 10 to 17.
Wow.
10.
Well, they were playing an 11-year-old.
I know, it's crazy. Anyway, so what I learned was this movie combines the plots of 2 of the books. One called Christy and the Baby Parade, and one called Marianne and Camp BSC. Neither of which was written by Anne M. Martin.
Well, that's too bad.
I know. Too bad. Anyway, we watched this movie a lot in middle school.
We did.
It was our friend Mandy and Kristen that introduced us to this movie, and we watched it a lot.
It's good.
But like, really, it has a lot of deep, meaningful things in it.
My kids really want to watch it, and I won't let them.
What is it rated? It's probably like 1990s version of PG, which is not nowadays PG.
Yeah, I don't know. But also, they read the graphic novels, which are essentially this. I think they're the same as the other books, just turned into graphic novels.
I think so too. Annie reads some of both of those.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But anyway, they sing a song about the brain, the center of the something.
The brain, center of the something.
Christy helps, what's her name, on the test by singing this song.
Oh, yeah.
Claudia. And then there's this one line where I think it's Claudia says, Christy, this brilliant idea might really be brilliant.
Oh, yeah? I feel like when you said that,
It sounded like
the Brady
Brady
Bunch
Bunch
movie. But you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's so good. Her dad, she's like dealing with like her mom being remarried and having little kids, and she depends on her dad, and her dad sucks, and like there's just big heavy stuff, and it's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
So that's why I chose it.
Is it better than Gone Girl? And the Hunger Games?
I've only seen Gone Girl
You
once,
never read the Hunger
and I never read the Hunger Games.
Okay.
This is nostalgia. You know I like nostalgia.
I know. It's good. It's
Okay.
good.
All right, you can go on number 3 now.
I like it. My number 3 is in line with that one.
Great.
And we've talked about it 1,000 times, so I'm going to really quickly talk about Sister of the Traveling Pants.
Ding, ding, ding. Me too.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, this is going to be 2 seconds, okay? The book came out in 2001, written by Anne Brashares. Movie came out in 2005. So 4 years, starring Amber Tamblyn, Alexis Bledel, America Ferrara, and Blake Lively. 4 best girlfriends hatch a plan to stay connected with one another as their lives start off in different directions. They pass around a pair of secondhand jeans that fits each of their bodies perfectly.
That's what I had written down too.
Okay, so the reasons I love it, I love all the characters. I love their friendship. I think it's cute that the jeans inexplicably fit everyone perfectly because they're magical and friendship is magical. And it goes through the classic teenager thoughts and fears and all the things that you love to watch.
It is such a good movie. It's so deep. It's just like their summers and they have to spend them apart. So how they share with each other how their summers go, and like one's dealing with first love and another one's dealing with kind of first love, and one's dealing with like cancer, and another one is dealing with, again, like step parents and step siblings, and it's just so good.
It's really good.
I love that. Now I need to go watch it.
It's good. The only other thing I wrote or wanted to talk about is the differences. Do you hear the coffee pot? No one's drinking coffee at 9:15. It's cleaning itself. In the movie, Lena, who is Alexis Bledel, she goes to Greece for the summer. Lena's family in the movie like forbids her to like Kostos, and they get really mad because these families have like rivalries. But in the book, her grandparents are the ones that introduce them and like trying to get them together. So that's interesting. And then I also read that in the movie, Carmen, who's America Ferrara, hers is the one about the step. Her dad is getting remarried and she has kids and all this stuff. And so Carmen feels like she's not included. So she runs away and then she comes back on the day of the wedding in the jeans that gave her, power and felt good to go. And in the book, it's not during the wedding. It's not as dramatic. It's just like, okay, I'm going to come back and I'll be part of your family. So those are the two things.
I was reading a bunch of quotes from this movie, and these girls are so deep.
Well,
and
someone wrote it.
I know, and you can kind of tell that. But man, they're just like, there are so many lines in this movie that are not even just lines, but like conversations back and forth where you're like, ooh, that one really hit. And it's so good. I need to watch it again.
I know. It's good.
It's so good. Great choice.
You too.
Thanks.
Number 3?
That was number 3, so you're number 2.
Okay, my number 2. My number 2, I have lots of words about this. Okay. My number 2 was also a book club book. What, do we have the same one?
No. I can't believe you left off my number 2. Go.
I probably forgot. My number 2 is a book club book. The Help.
Oh, I have this on my honorable mentions.
Okay. Now, I know there's controversy around The Help. I will talk about that in a moment. But I like them, so I'm putting them on here. Come at me, I guess. But I feel guilty about it a little bit, so we'll talk through it. Okay. The book came out in 2009, written by Catherine Stockett. It's a fiction novel, but she wrote it having been influenced by her experience growing up in Jackson, Mississippi. So in theory, it's about people that the characters are based off of people that she knew and like helped take care of her. And then she got sued by them later. So we'll talk about that.
Geez.
So the book was written in 2009. The movie came out in 2011. So very quickly afterwards, Catherine Stockett is also credited as a writer of the film. It stars Viola Davis, Emma Stone, Octavia Spencer, Jessica Chastain, and Bryce Dallas Howard. It was nominated for 4 Oscars. Best Picture, Leading Actress for Viola Davis, Supporting Actress for Jessica Chastain, and then won for Supporting Actress for Octavia Spencer, who played Minnie, and she was awesome. So it's about an aspiring author during the civil rights movement of the 1960s decides to write a book detailing the African-American maid's point of view on the white families for which they work and the hardships they go through on a daily basis. So, controversially, why is the white lady writing the book about the black lady's perspective? So, totally understand that. Years after its awards and critics, they argued that the film perpetuates a white savior narrative where a white character's actions are central to the story, sidelining the experiences and voices of the black characters. It also says that it softened the harsh realities of the Jim Crow South, made it a little less serious, I guess. And then Viola Davis came out and said that she had regretted participating in the film because it didn't fully represent the truth of that time. And then Abilene Cooper, who was the inspiration for...
Isn't it Abilene?
Yeah. Sorry. I haven't seen it in a while. She was the inspiration for Viola Davis's character. She's the one that sued the author, claiming the book and movie used her likeness without permission and portrayed her in a negative light. It's hard to read. Okay, so it's hard to just kind of read that after all of these feelings and talk about it because these are all accurate, right? Like, I agree with that the white woman shouldn't be writing the book from the black person's perspective and all of that. But what I
agree with that too. And she's like earning money from their perspective. And I think she pays them too. But the one thing you said that I'm confused about, you said that it made Abilene in a negative light.
That's what she said.
I guess maybe because she put poop in a pie.
That was Minnie.
Was it Minnie? Oh my God, you're right.
No. I think I don't really know.
But also, like, if she feels that way, she feels that way.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened with the lawsuit. Like, I don't know who won or whatever. But anyway, it's been a while since I read it, so I don't know. But I just remember I love the characters, and so I feel like that part of it doesn't matter around the controversy because they built the characters up so great. They were funny and they were lovable and they were sweet, or they were awful, like Bryce Dallas Howard's character, So I liked the characters. That was my favorite part about it, honestly.
For sure. And the acting is so good. So it's a movie, right?
Yeah.
You appreciate it for those kind of things.
Yeah, so that's what I wrote to the actors. I loved Octavia Spencer, and I loved Bryce Dallas Howard in this movie, and Jessica Chastain, and obviously she was so good. She was so sweet.
Jessica
This was
Chastain, she was great.
Yeah, and Viola Davis, obviously, she was awesome too.
Yes, and these were not any of their first roles, but like these movies made them famous.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. So
And
anyway,
Emma Stone, she did great too.
she did great, but she was probably my least favorite of all of them.
And it was a quote easy role compared to the other ones.
Yeah. So anyway, I put The Help. I still like it.
It's okay. You are acknowledging the
acting and the character building.
yeah, and
I
you
don't know.
acknowledging and understanding the controversy as well.
Yeah. Okay. That's me, number 2. What's your number 2 that I forgot?
Oh my gosh.
Is it a children's book?
No, but I
The Polar Express.
no, but I did think of another one while I was at church this morning, which is terrible that that's what I thought about, but it popped in my brain. That's on my honorable mention list that I'll tell you that is a children's book.
Okay.
But it's not on my top 5. It's The Notebook.
Okay, no, I knew that was one.
Why don't you love The Notebook?
It's fine.
Which one, the book or the movie?
Both. I mean, I haven't seen it in a really long time.
Okay, there's something wrong with her. The Notebook is one of the best movies ever.
Oh, okay. I need to watch it again, I guess. I love them and they're adorable and they're precious, but I also think it's so they're just lines. I just feel like it's so cheesy lines. Nicholas Sparks. Okay, go ahead.
Find me better chemistry than Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling, who didn't even like each other.
I didn't know they didn't like each other, but the better chemistry is while you were sleeping. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, find me equal to whatever. Okay, I'm not going to disagree with you because I love that. Okay, here we go. The Notebook. Book written in 1996, movie came out in 2004. I did read this book, but probably after the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so here's a synopsis. An elderly man reads to a woman with dementia the story of two young lovers whose romance is threatened by the difference in their respective social classes. So it stars Rachel McAdams, Ryan Gosling, James Marsden.
Yes. I love James Marsden.
This was like peak James Marsden time. He was in like 4 hit movies at the same time, where we've talked about he plays the other guy. His
What
character.
a life if you're choosing between Ryan Gosling and James Marsden.
I mean, and you can't go wrong. Like, there was no wrong choice in this movie, which made it that much harder.
It's like Sweet Home Alabama.
Yes.
Okay, anyway.
Yes. Okay. So in this movie, she loves them both, and it's cool because you don't know, because they're old people, and he's reading his wife who has dementia this story of these lovers, so you don't know who they are and who they choose until like toward the end. And it's so good.
Oh, I think that's obvious. No? I mean, Ryan Gosling's on the cover.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Why are you ruining?
It's fine, I'm sorry.
Anyway, okay, so I just love this movie for so many reasons. as I stated, the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. But also, okay, this movie came out just after Mean Girls, and it was such a different role for Rachel McAdams. And that was like the first time you saw her was Mean Girls. And then you're like, but she can be this person, and she just lights up a screen wherever she is.
She's great. Kelsey loves her.
I love her. She's a mutual crush of me and Greg.
Love that.
Yeah. So anyway, I just think she does. They both, the two of them, not the whole movie, but the two of them and James Marsden. Their acting is so great. Their chemistry is so great, and it's so cute. Whether you want to call it corny or not, it's so cute. And then, like, they have to be apart, and then he sends her letters, and Mom steals them.
They fight all the time.
They do. But then they get back together, and it's just really sweet. Anyway, he thinks that she never, like, she just decided to move on, and she thinks he never wrote to her, and then they find out that they did, and then they fall back in love. It's so good. Anyway, couple of things. Nicholas Sparks, this was his third book to movie adaptation.
Oh.
First was Message in a Bottle in 1999. Then A Walk to Remember in 2002, which is on my honorable mention list.
I just didn't include any Nicholas Sparks.
Well, this is my only other one.
But that
and then this
movie
one.
has good music.
It does, but it doesn't have great acting, but it's still good.
I know. What's the song?
Only Hope.
Ready to move.
Oh, Dare You to Move.
Yes.
And Only Hope,
Only Hope is so good.
both sung by Switchfoot.
No, Mandy Moore.
Well, yes, in the movie by Mandy Moore, but they're both Switchfoot songs.
Only Hope is a Switchfoot song?
Yes.
No, I have it on my phone, and it's Mandy Moore.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, so
I believe you.
thank you. Here's some things. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams did not like each other at the beginning.
Dated in real life.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
They did not like each other at the beginning of this film. They shot the adult scenes first, like all of the 7 years later.
I thought you meant like adults.
I mean, included, yes.
Okay, great.
And Ryan Gosling tried to have Rachel McAdams replaced because they did not get along. And you can see Aaron's face. And the director put them in a room, and they were like, and was like, you guys need to just hash this out. Like, what is it? Like, fix it.
And was it that they really were like in love with each other?
I don't think so. But then they like hashed it out, and then they got more comfortable with each other. And that's why the chemistry between the two of them as the children is like off the chain, because they like finally whatever. And then they were dating like the end and through all the promo. And then they won an MTV like VMA or whatever award for Best Kiss. And they go up and they recreate it, and she like runs and jumps into his arms, and they like make out on stage.
Oh.
Yes, I watched it recently for some reason. I can't remember why. Anyway, so yeah, that's fun. Also, to prepare for this role, Ryan Gosling moved to Charleston and lived there for 2 months before filming. And every day he would go out and row at the Ashley River, and then he built furniture.
I love that.
He even built the table that is in the kitchen in the movie.
Cute. Is it filmed there in Charleston?
I think part of it is filmed there, and it's just like in the South, and Charleston's like
Awesome.
a big southern town. She also went there for a little while before, and she took ballet classes and etiquette classes, and then had a dialect coach to teach her how to speak Southern.
That's cute. Allie.
Yeah. Okay, Allie and Noah.
Noah.
So
Are we done with this one? This one's so long.
what do you mean?
It's so long.
About the Notebook?
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
It's not boring. I just am like, wow, there's so much to talk about in the Notebook.
This is so good.
Okay.
The last thing I will say is that, as I said, they filmed the 7 years later scenes, and he was all buff and had a beard and stuff. So then
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they took a Christmas break, and he had to lose 20 pounds and shave his beard and stuff.
That's a lot of pounds.
I know. To lose.
Yeah.
I know.
Good job.
Good job. Okay, we made it to Harry Potter's.
He is a man, though, so he can lose 20 pounds pretty easily.
We don't want to talk about it.
Stop drinking Coke. Okay. That should be our thumbnail. That face we just made. Who knows
What
how
were
to
Aaron
make?
and Kelsey talking about in this moment?
Who knows how to make thumbnails? It's
I-
probably
a screenshot.
really easy.
I can figure it out.
We just haven't looked. Okay. Harry Potter.
I'm really nervous about this. This is another one that I picked one and I changed it.
Well, that's not nice. Okay, so you picked the sixth one for me.
I did.
If you picked a second one, a backup, what would it be?
Whatever your actual number one is.
No, I just want to know because I want to guess two for you.
The seventh.
The seventh. That's the last one.
Slash 8 movie.
Okay. It is
My heart.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
The seventh one, which was 2 movies, but 1 book. Okay. Good job. You were close.
Great.
Okay. This book came out in 2007. It was written by J.K. Rowling. The first movie, so like I said, this was made into 2 movies. The first movie came out in November 2010, and the second movie came out in July 2011. So we only had to wait 7 months back in the day. Not a year like Wicked. Whatever. Okay, obviously it was written by J.K. Rowling. I already said that. She also helped write the movie, if you do that. I mean, it's... Anyway. Plot. Okay, so plug your ears if you haven't gotten to Harry Potter 7. Harry is tasked with dangers and seemingly probably dangerous. I just wrote it wrong. Dangerous and seemingly impossible task of locating and destroying Voldemort's remaining Horcruxes. Harry must rely on Ron and Hermione more than ever, but dark forces threaten to tear them apart. As the battle between the forces of good and evil in the Wizarding world escalates, Harry draws ever closer to his final confrontation with Voldemort.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so some interesting things about this movie. These movies. Part 1 was nominated for 2 Oscars for visual effects and art direction. Part 2 was nominated for 3 Oscars for makeup, visual effects, and art direction. They didn't win any of those.
I believe no Harry Potter won an Oscar.
That's too bad. Okay, I chose this because from my memory, the books and the movies are very close, and because they had to make 2 movies for 1 book, I feel like that just makes it easier to make it more accurate because you don't have to cut out everything. So I think we talked before on the Harry Potter episode that number 4 is my favorite book in theory, but the movie is like way different than the book. They have to cut out so much and change the story. And so I appreciate that there's 2 movies, even though they're 2 really long movies. You can be more accurate, I think, to it. So that's why I chose it. The books are very intense, and the movies are also very intense and just really good. And they're more adult, right? So that's another reason why I picked it.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I read an IMDb article that ranked the Harry Potters in order from most accurate to least accurate, which I thought was interesting. And part 2 was ranked number 4, and part 1 was ranked number 7. But then I looked at what the differences are, and there weren't that many, so I think that's a little weird. But a couple of the things that were different. In the book, Crumb is at Fleur's wedding, and it helps to create the Ron jealousy thing. And they filmed the scenes, so I found a picture of them in one of the scenes, but then they cut all the things with Crumb, so he wasn't actually in the movie. And then, okay, so remember we were talking about Professor Lupin recently? So in the book, Lupin tries to leave Tonks when she's pregnant and go with Harry and Hermione and Ron to like help them. But Harry calls him a coward.
We talked about that.
Yes. And so he realizes that Harry's right and he stays. But in the movie, none of that is there. So that's why I didn't remember it.
They like don't even tell you in the movie that they're pregnant. There's one time where she tries to, and they're like, later, and then they like never bring it up again.
Oh, I'm going to have to pay attention next time I watch it. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. And then there's a scene. Okay, so there's a scene in the movie. In the book, Ron leaves Harry and Hermione for a while. As they say, dark forces, okay? So Ron leaves for a while, and there's just Harry and Hermione. And there's a scene in the movie where Harry and Hermione are listening to the radio and they dance, right?
Yes.
And it's up to interpretation from fans, and there's a lot of disagreement around like what it means and why they're dancing. So it was kind of a controversial scene, and it doesn't happen in the book.
Oh, interesting.
They just added it for the movie.
Probably to make you think more that that's happening, to make it more believable why Ron would be upset.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that's it. That's my number one. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
That's almost number 6. It's number 7.
I know. You did a good job.
It was my second choice.
So
Okay,
I
so
picked
you're
number 3.
if it's not number 3, what do you think it would be?
Number 7.
Okay. So, my first instinct, what I had chosen, was number 7.
Yes.
And I switched it to number 3. Yes! Woo, woo, woo. Grrr.
Now I'm ahead.
I'm sad because I'm sad that I changed it. So I originally picked 7 because of all the reasons that you said. Like, it's 2 movies, so it's spread out, it's more detailed. But then I Googled which ones are the most accurate. And I actually found that people think that number 2 is the most accurate, and 1 and 3. And then I started thinking about the ones that I've reread so far, and I'm only through 4. And I was like, well, of those, I'm going to go with 3.
Yeah. Hooray.
So I changed it.
Cheerio.
But I do love the third Harry Potter.
Yes.
It is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't have a ton about this because we've talked about Harry Potter a lot. Yeah. Sorry. But the book was written in 1999. Movie came out in 2004. So I looked this up because I was interested to see like how many books were out before the first movie. So the
2. Only
4.
2.
4. The first movie came out in 2001, and this was the third, and it was 1999. So the fourth one, I'm pretty sure I looked it up. The fourth one had come out too, and then the first movie.
Cool.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But not us. We waited a little while.
We started
in between then because I remember 5th was the first book we had to wait for.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, first movie came out in 2001. This movie synopsis: Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione return to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry for their 3rd year of study, where they delve into the mystery surrounding an escaped prisoner who poses a dangerous... I said dangers. Did you too?
Yes.
I bet the person who... Oh, no, it was a different synopsis. I was like, the person who wrote it wrote the wrong thing, but...
You didn't copy paste? I didn't copy paste.
No.
Weird.
That's really weird. Dangerous threat to the young wizard. Okay, so this movie is just really good, and you have all these great new characters. Lupin is in this movie, and Sirius Black is in this movie, and a lot happens in this movie, but I think they do a good job of not leaving anything big out. There were some small changes. I remember, like, Harry gets a new broom or something. I think that's in this one, and it's like the middle of the 3rd book, and he doesn't get it till the last scene of the 3rd movie, and it's given to him by
McGonagall? Is this when McGonagall gives it to him, or is it a different one?
I can't remember, but it's like a different person in the book and the movie. But like other than that, it's pretty much the same. So it's pretty spot on. But anyway, I had that it was nominated for 2 Oscars. Best Score and Best Achievement in Visual Effects.
I should have won for score.
I know. The Harry Potter score is amazing. The first one should have won for the score.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I just really like this one. It kind of turns from Kitty a little more into not Kitty.
Speaking
So-
of kids.
Hi, kids.
Bye, kids. Go.
Okay, so anyway, those are Harry Potters.
Nice. Okay.
We couldn't put all 7 on here.
No.
That would be boring.
Yeah. It's a different episode.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's talk about honorable mentions.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start with the ones that I've read, and then I'll give it back to you and whatever. A Walk to Remember. The Help. Okay, here's my child one. Are you ready? Alexander and the No Good, Very Bad, Horrible, Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day.
I've never seen it.
Such a good movie. It has Steve Carell and
Jennifer.
yes,
Something. Garner.
Jennifer Garner, and it's so cute. So that one, and then I put the Twilight movies because I actually read those. They're not great movies, but they're also interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't put those because I think they're terrible. But it's okay.
Right.
I put Little Women.
That's a good one.
Yeah, people are going to be mad at us that we put like, you know,
Babysitter's
Sister
Club.
of the Traveling Pants over Little Women. But
I forgot about Little Women, but I don't remember the book at all.
yes, that. Yeah. The Notebook, The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
They're fine.
They're fine, yeah.
A Man Called Ove.
Okay. I forgot about that too, but I love the book and I don't love the movie.
Yeah, because the book, the movie's called A Man Called Otto,
Oh, that's true.
but the movie is okay.
Okay.
The book's great. And then All the Boys I Loved Before, which we've talked about multiple
But that's a
times.
show.
No, it's a movie. They're Netflix movies, but they're like real movies. There's
Okay.
like 3 of them.
I thought it was a show.
Anyway, and then movies that I like that I haven't seen the book.
Did you read those
Read the-
books? All the Boys I've Loved Before?
Oh no, I forgot.
Okay.
Okay, that should be on this next list.
Okay.
The movies that I like that I didn't know were books. All the Boys I've Loved Before. Oppenheimer.
Oh.
Wicked. I did know it was a book. I just haven't read it. Some of them I did know. Anyway, The Martian, Slumdog Millionaire, Apollo 13, Life of Pi, Forrest Gump, Hidden Figures, Where the Heart Is, Jurassic Park. I knew some of those were books. I just haven't read them.
That was a lot that I forgot about.
Yeah.
Or maybe didn't know about. So good job. Yours are way better than mine.
Okay, great.
Okay. These are movies that I have not read the book for, but have seen the movie. Holes. I love Holes, the movie, but I've never seen the book.
Callie loves the book.
She does? Have she watched the movie?
I think so. We have the book if you would like to borrow it for your kids.
I thought you were telling me I should read it.
Or you can read it too.
I could read it like with Annie, maybe.
Yeah. Or Tucker. Callie just read it like last year.
That's true. And we've seen the movie. I love Shia LaBeouf. Okay. I put Pride and Prejudice on here because I felt like it needed to be mentioned, but I don't think I've ever seen it. But our friend Jamie is obsessed with.
I don't think I've
Pride and
ever
Prejudice.
read it either.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either. This is my haven't read it, but watched it. Okay. Here's my 6 Degrees of NSYNC.
Oh.
The Social Network. The movie Justin Timberlake is in, and it was written based off of the book The Accidental Billionaires by Ben Mesrick.
Okay.
So I do have Little Women on my list.
Oh.
Good for me. Forrest Gump, Where the Heart Is, The Hunger Games, and The King's Speech.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's so good, but I've never read the book.
Okay, good one. My 6 Degrees of NSYNC was The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
They have a song.
They have a song in it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Now we playing a game?
It's game time.
Okay.
All right, here's what I did for games. There are lots of books that have been turned into many different adaptations. So I went through the list of the movies or the books with the most movie adaptations, and I chose the highest 5 that were also Disney. Like there's been at least one Disney adaptation.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the 5, and I want you to tell me at least one of the Disney adaptations of that book, and then which one you think is like the one that's had the most, and then second most, third most, fourth most, fifth most adaptations.
Okay.
Okay. So you can start by telling me the movie if you want. Okay, The Adventures of Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Okay, yes, good job. But also, don't look at my list, okay? Pinocchio from 1940 and Pinocchio from 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Treasure Island.
Treasure Island. That's a movie?
It's a live action movie from 1950.
The Muppets go to Treasure Island.
This is what I thought you would say. Yes, Muppet Treasure Island, 1996.
Okay.
And then there was also Treasure Planet in 2002. All from that book.
Okay, great.
Okay, A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey and also the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes, and then there's also Mickey's Christmas Carol, which you've probably watched,
Yes.
from 1983.
Okay.
Okay, Oliver Twist.
Oliver and Company.
Yes! And they also had an Oliver Twist.
Oh.
And then Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Oh my God. Huck Everlasting. Tuck Everlasting.
Tuck Everlasting. So no,
Is that a Disney movie?
I don't know.
A Huckleberry Finn?
There is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn with Elijah Wood.
Yeah, I remember kind of.
It is Disney, but then also your man JTT. Do you remember?
No?
Tom and Huck.
Yes, I said that in my head. Not out loud.
You forgot to say it in the mic.
Great. Tom and Huck.
Okay, so
Was he Tom or Huck?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you the 5 again, and I want you to decide which one had the most of them. Okay. The Adventures of Pinocchio, Treasure Island, Christmas Carol, Oliver Twist, and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Christmas Carol.
Is what?
Number 1.
That is correct.
Thank you.
26 film adaptations.
Okay. Right. Great.
Okay, do you want to know it second?
I think it's either Pinocchio or Oliver. I'm going with Pinocchio.
No. It's Treasure Island.
Okay.
20.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are hard. I don't
I know.
The rest of them are like, who knows?
Okay, next one is Oliver Twist.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Then Pinocchio and then Huckleberry Finn.
Backwards. Huckleberry Finn has 16 and Pinocchio has 15.
Wow.
I know. Crazy. Anyway, got to tie Disney in when we can.
That was fun. Okay.
Okay, great. Follow us on Instagram. You know what? We forgot. Did we tell them on here that we now refer to them as Twinkies?
Yeah, I think we did. Twinkies.
We need to do it though.
Okay. Hi, Twinkies. Thank you for listening. Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok at TwiNSYNC.podcast and watch us on YouTube.
Yes, please. And share it with your friends. This is going to go the longest way. When you guys like an episode and we have like a post, you need to share it. Like literally share it on Instagram so that other people will watch
That'd be great. Thank
or
you.
listen. Okay. We'll see you next week. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye.